How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is RuffledRowlit, and welcome back to a brand new video, guys. Now, today, I wasn't able to actually pick up on this information, quickly enough because I've been out, I haven't been at home, I haven't been able to report on this, so I'm a little bit late with the inside scoops to, so to say. I haven't been able to get to this instantly, but a lot of people have been sending this my way. There have been two things that have happened in the community right now. One, Nintendo tweeted out a thing that they deleted afterwards, which is very strange because it may give us an indication for what's to come in terms of the upcoming games and how the gym leaders will work. So we've got that, and also maybe a leaked Pokemon. Now, I don't know if it's, what I should refer to this as. I think this is still a rumor, but this is a potentially leaked Pokemon, so we do not know yet. I do want to try to debunk it, though, and see, how this works, because you guys got to realize, there are people out there that can fake things pretty well. There are people, have made better fakes in the past. And also, if you're wondering who that is, it's my buddy, just chilling in the corner. Do not worry about that. He's just chilling his, on his side there. But either way, let's get into the actual information, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start off with this. So, you may have already seen this on the internet. This has been popping around all over the place, and it's basically showing us a Pokemon, which you can see right here. Go a little bit back. It's showing us a Pokemon that is flapping around, kind of similar in design, with the wings to a Vikavolt, actually, if anything. Kind of similar to that. I know a lot of people have mentioned that as well. And people are saying that it's a ground dragon type. I've got to say, though, I kind of think it looks a little bit cool, but the legs are a little bit strange on this one. I mean, personally, I don't know about that. The eyes look very, just kind of like gooey, and the mouth is the probably best looking part, because straight up it just looks bloody amazing. So when it comes to that, the actual design does look pretty intriguing, and it doesn't look perfect, but it looks intriguing, to put it in layman terms. But here's the thing, guys, I think this is straight up fake. Now, why would I think this is fake? Because the thing is, there have been similar fakes in the past. A lot of people will assume this is real, this is, confirmed now. There's a chance that it could be fake, though. And the reason I think that is because the background here is seemingly the one from the trailer. Actually, the one right around this area. If you guys watch, if you actually watch the trailer for Pokemon Sword and Shield, it reminds me of this area around here. And if we try to go a little bit further into the trailer, I think, a bit further in here, it's a little bit back, actually, I think. It's around this area. They may or may not show the cave again, and they show different parts of it. And when they do show it, you'll notice that it's very, similar in design. It's kind of like, it's basically the cave area that we saw from the trailer, right around this area. Let's just kind of, slow down the trailer a little bit, right around here, right? So I'm thinking it's this corner over here, this right below me, but right below my face cam, this corner. That's what I'm thinking this might be, okay? That's what I'm assuming. Now, am I correct? I don't know. This could be real, this could be fake, I do not know, but so far, things have been heating up in the last few, three to 4 hours. Things have just been going apeshit crazy, and people, of course, have been talking about this, but I think this could be a fake, just based on the way, it's positioned, and we still have yet to see how the actual gameplay looks like in Sword and Shield, the actual UI, so that's still a thing you can get away with, but also, you'll notice, in the background here, there's a specific thing. Look at the little thing right there, guys. That little glowing, I don't know, what would you call that, little gem, so to say. That just doesn't look like the same thing we saw in the trailer. I mean, look at the trailer right here. These gems are far higher quality. They're not glowing in that same manner. I mean, look at the green one up here. It just doesn't, look like the other, the one in the image right here. It looks far lower quality in a sense. You know what I mean? Look at the way it, shines. It just doesn't shine in a proper manner. It looks like this is just, been faked. They basically taken the background design and just faked it in a really nice way. Now, again, I could be wrong, I don't know, but that's just how it feels like to me. Also, major props to a specific person, and that's PhillyB2, actually. So PhillyB2, this is props to him for discovering this, right? The Bug Dragon leak seems to be the same work of the guy who did the Crying Bird from last gen. They seem to use tears as their signature. What do you think? And here is the one that I covered. I actually talked about this bird not too long ago, because people are unfortunate were trying to say that this is, this is an actual leak for Sword and Shield and whatnot. And I specifically remember saying in that video as well that I don't think this birdie over here is, is a leak, and I said it back then. And also, if you will notice here, like he mentions, and again, credit to PhillyB2 for recognizing this. I did not recognize this. This is credit to him for recognizing this, just saying, okay? 100% credit to him. But he's right. Look at the eye right there. You got a teardrop thing going on. And look at the eye drop here. Same thing, teardrop design. Which, like he said, could be a signature of this, fake leakers, so to say, and this person who's been making these fake leaks and whatnot. This is what that could, be. Also, you will notice that in the design, there's a little bit of a jagged area right here. You know what I mean? And I don't think, Game Freak makes those sort of mistakes in their, texturing and modeling of the models. They don't really go that far, they'll take a bit more extra time when they do these sort of things, right? They'll do that extra work to make sure that it's top-notch, to put it, in layman terms. So In general, do I think this is real? I don't think so. If it is real, it's a pretty unique Pokemon, honestly. I mean, a ground dragon type, I mean, it's not like it's unique typing, to put it bluntly, but it's a unique, like, looking Pokemon for sure, and I do wonder if this thing evolves, what it would evolve into. But genuinely, look at the background, guys. Compare the background here, like this background right here, you know, and like the little glowing stones versus the trailer. I mean, let's be honest, right? These look far better. I mean, the glowing light right here is far more, you know, vibrant. It's just so much more vibrant. The one in this, you know, image, these are not as vibrant. They got this weird glow. Now, of course, this could be due to the fact that you're recording this with a camera, but even look at the textures of the wall. Like, look at the textures of the wall here versus, like, you know, these are far more detailed. I mean, sure, they're very similar. They are really similar, but I do think that these are far more detailed. I mean, look at these. Not as detailed. These ones, far more detailed. But, of course, this is filmed with a camera, you know, with a phone on, you know, a phone camera, so to say, which is what a lot of these sort of things tend to do. And if this is filmed with a camera, then I could understand how this may look like, you know, a bit choppy, and the lights may not shine in the same manner, but, you know, and all that. And again, the lights could, you know, but the thing though is these lights look far larger than the ones in the trailer. Like, these ones are pretty small. That one is pretty freaking huge. So, I don't know, man. It's a strange one, because we haven't seen actually a battle here, like, anywhere. We haven't seen an actual battle, you know, in the trailer that showcases, you know, a battle within the actual tunnel. So this could end up being real. But again, I personally don't think so. I think Philly Beachu's little, like, you know, point here kind of like comes across pretty well. It could be the same person. Because, I mean, if you guys looked at this one, you guys will remember that this actual image was a animation. And that animation was really well made, okay? It was so clean and so well put together. And a lot of people assumed that it was real. Instantly, you know, people ran wild and were like, this is real, this is real. But it ended up not being real. It was just a fake thing that, you know, came out there and it was in the public, right? That was just made by a random dude. So the possibility of this being 100% real, not guaranteed, okay? I'm just going to put it that way. It's just not guaranteed. I just want to point that out. Now, of course, we've had this image. So what else do we have, ladies and gentlemen? Well, there was a thing that came out from your homeboys over at Nintendo coming through and being a little bit scuffed. So what did they do? Well, they tweeted this out and kind of like basically spoiled something that, you know, they shouldn't have put out there. They deleted this tweet, actually, and here's what they said. Nintendo America, it appears in Pokemon, let's see, oops, I'm just gonna get face cam up. Here's what they said, basically. It appears in hashtag Pokemon Sword Shield that gyms in the Galar region are now bigger than ever. What types of gym masters are waiting for you to challenge them? You and your new partner Pokemon will have to train hard and find out. Now, notice what they just said here, okay? That the gyms in the Galar region are now bigger than ever, which is something we've noticed. And what types of gym masters? Okay, let's take a minute here. Gym masters. Now, you may not sound like a lot, but they deleted this tweet because of that. Because people were going apeshit, like, wait, gym masters? Gym masters? What are you talking about? Is this similar to, like, you know, Pokemon masters or, you know, master trainers? You know, like, what's the deal here? What's going on? That's what my first thought was when I saw this tweet popping up on my bloody phone, because my phone was going apeshit, and I was like, oh my god, what is this? Like, this is so strange. Because here's the thing, guys. Master trainers were a feature of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Now, there is a thing you gotta remember, though. Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee were in development for 2 years, right? They were made after Sword and Shield. Sword and Shield started development before them. That's a fact, okay? Because these games have taken a longer time to make than Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee. Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee was made on a 100 staffed force of members, you know, basically 100 people, and I think 2 years of development, right? This game, though, right over here, this game is different. It was started development before Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, so there are influences probably in Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee from this game and vice versa. There's probably like a little bit of a combination of the two. That's the way I think this is, like, you know, looking like at the moment. And here's the problem with this one right here. This could be that they're doing the gym leaders to be similar to how master trainers work like in Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, which I'm going to give my opinion on in a second. But if they're doing that, I do wonder how they're going to switch them out. Because the thing with master trainers was that it was a requirement to battle them, and the requirement was they needed to have the same Pokemon as the trainer you were battling, and that trainer only had that one Pokemon. So maybe you had a master trainer who had only a Squirtle, a master trainer who only had Blastoise, you know, a master trainer with only Charizard, you know, whatever it may be, right? Different ones. They all had one singular Pokemon. That one singular Pokemon you also had to have the same of to beat them with. Now, I didn't like that. It ended up being pretty boring. The Master Trainers were a shitty post-game, in all fairness. I'm just going to be honest, like, that's just how I feel. They just didn't feel that much fun. They were pretty, you know, just not that interesting as you might have, you know, assumed them to be. They really just ended up not being that fun. And I do hope that this isn't the same thing here, but what they mean by, you know, gym masters, or, you know, I mean, the way they portray them, because it's kind of weird to say gym master specifically. It could be nothing, right, gym masters, but I think it does seemingly mean something due to the fact they deleted this tweet. Now, I wouldn't care if this wasn't deleted, but this was a deleted tweet, which means that clearly there's something they, said here which they shouldn't have said. Something that was meant to be kept secret until a later point of time, right? Something that was, meant to be shown off at a later point or mentioned at a later point. But instead, they put it out there, and now the public is going crazy, like myself. I'm a little bit confused. I'm really curious. I do not want to see master trainers, but I do wonder what gym masters, what that refers to. I mean, like, what's the meaning of that? Like, what's the point of it? So I want to know in the comment section down below, guys. What are your thoughts on this? What are your opinions? I know my brain's going all apeshit crazy. I'm sorry for being so late with this information, but here's my opinion, though. I think this might be fake. Now, why? Because it just doesn't look good enough in the background. The texture on the back just doesn't feel good enough. And also, the little gems just don't look the same quality like they do look like in the trailer. Like, in the trailer, you at least can see, like, some level of detail on them. I really do not know if this is real or fake. I don't know. It's honestly so hard to choose. Like, if I'm on true or fake side. I'm torn. I'm genuinely torn. I do not know what to think. I'm stuck. So I want to know your opinions, guys. What are your thoughts on it? What are your opinions? Do you believe this? Do you believe that we are going to be getting this Pokemon? Do you think it's real? Do you think it's fake? Let us know in the comment section down below. And also, final thing, what do you guys think about the tweet from your boys over at Nintendo? What do you guys think about that? Do you think that they're being, reasonable? Do you think that, the tweet was deleted for a different purpose? Or do you think that we are going to be getting some sort of gym masters, which are different from normal gym leaders because they're just masters of a gym and they're the final people you got to take on? And, it's going to be a different format. Like, what do you guys think? And of course, again, I don't know about this guy, guys. I mean, the animation is fluid, but again, I've seen a faked animation for this bad boy, and this thing looks even, cooler and whatnot in design, and also cleaner. This one's got a little bit of a jagged line around its eye, which I think you can see here if we look at it. You can see right there. The eyes get a little bit jagged, which is a little bit strange. So, I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. Either way, thanks so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, drop a like down below, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Have yourselves a great day. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen, and bye-bye.